Wow. Smooth intro, right? Hi, I'm Alex the Rambler. Today, I'm doing quarantine coffee. Or, just having a chat with a coffee. Coffee morning with Alex. And Christmas Chonkerson. He's back. In a new Christmas design. Yeah, I thought it might be fun to have a chat while having a coffee. I don't really have a game plan for this, apart from the fact that I'm incredibly jet lagged, so I can't sleep right now. The sun's not out. The only lighting I have in this room currently is that lamp, and then you can kind of see like a wardrobe has a light, but the actual room has no natural light. So that's what we're dealing with here today. But yes, I'm in Canada. Let me just check that I can hear myself. Oh, chonker. Yeah, I think that's okay audio levels. This is going to be a rather unedited video. Even if I do edit stuff out, there's not going to be too much. I think that's the whole point of having a coffee or a tea and a chat. So if you've got a spare half an hour, if I can waffle for that long, well, I am the Rambler, right? So you think I'd be able to. Just grab yourself a coffee, grab yourself a tea, or any other beverage that you want. It's 7 AM for me, so I can't really have any alcohol this early in the morning. Or could you? I'm in quarantine, so what is time? But yes, if you're wondering what this new background is all about, this is my office in Canada. So this is where I'm going to be for hopefully the next couple of years. If you saw my previous kind of like channel update video, my work permit was approved. So I travelled to Canada earlier this week, and now I'm in the middle of a 2-week quarantine. I'm not allowed outside. I'm stuck inside. Can't do anything about it. And if I do go outside and the government finds out, they wouldn't be very happy about that. I have to say that compared to being in the UK, Canada appears to at least be taking COVID-19 a lot more seriously than my home nation of the UK. Going through Heathrow Airport during a pandemic was awful. No one was social distancing. Some people weren't wearing masks, and if they were, a lot of them were just protecting their chin. Like, it's just there are soaring case numbers in the UK, and the case numbers never really went down too dramatically during the second lockdown. So there's probably going to be a third lockdown on the way, and people are off having a Christmas holiday. Like, I'm aware that I travelled during the pandemic, but it's to come to the place where I can now legally work. So otherwise I wouldn't have flown. I ended up, after getting through security, I should have just done it from as soon as I entered the airport, just double masked. But after I got through security, I thought, maybe I'll wear 2. But then once we got on the plane, someone had to leave the plane, which caused the plane to be delayed. God, take a shot every time I just said plane. And the reason he had to leave is because he said he had a medical exemption to wearing a mask, but he hadn't sent off the paperwork to Air Canada. So I think that he was still unsure if he wanted to wear a mask or not, so they removed him from the plane. That was the same guy that when I was queuing to board the plane, just came up, and I could feel you could basically feel his breath down my neck. So I turned around to him and said, "Could you please stand back?" He did. Then he proceeded to say, "Oh, if it'll make you feel better, I'll put on a mask." Proceeds to wear it on his chin and just occasionally coughs behind me. So maybe I've got him all wrong, and he was just nervous about getting on a plane, which is a possibility. I try not to be as pessimistic as I used to be, but honestly. So what's the plan? What is going to be the plan for this channel going forward? Well, if this kind of content takes off, which I very much doubt it would, I'm going to just continue as we were most of last year, / this year, focusing on strategy content. I do want to expand to different things. It's just tricky, really, deciding what any of you are going to click on, apart from Hearts of Iron. Obviously, there'll probably still be Hearts of Iron content going forward, but it can't really just be the typical like challenge style content that I was doing years ago. That just doesn't work on YouTube anymore, for me at least. But yeah, if I can find other fun mods that I'm enjoying with other strategy games or new strategy games coming out, I'll be covering all of them. This isn't just a Hearts of Iron channel anymore. I know I've said that a few times, and I'm just gonna commit to it. There's still gonna be Hearts of Iron content, so don't worry. Like, it's not going anywhere. But if you do the same thing over and 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 over again, it eventually gets a bit tiresome. So I guess doing these update videos do, but I don't know. I just fancied having a bit of a coffee and a chat. It's almost like therapy in a way. How are you all doing? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, actually, how has all of your 2020s been? Because I don't really hear from... I don't really hear from anyone. No, and that's kind of how I like it. I'm quite a bit of a loner most of the time. But yeah, I'll look at the comments in this video. So if you do want to share with me any kind of stories or anything fun that's happened to you, comment away. And why not leave a like and subscribe. I think like I don't really have a target for next year. I think that's the way that I have found my mental health deteriorating this year. I don't think it's going to be healthy for me if I set myself like I need to hit 500,000 subscribers or something. Like, I don't really think I'm going to do that. I'd just be happy to hit 400,000. And I average like an increase of like 2,500 subscribers a month, positive, which is fine, I think. The plan for this area as well is to get a better lighting setup. I've ordered new furniture for this room, so I might do a IKEA building stream over on Twitch. If you don't know, I stream several times a week, and I quite enjoy it. It's not always strategy games. I'm sometimes playing RPGs. Like I did a stream yesterday, just doing random things. I did a political compass test. I tell you the results now, but I forgot. I think I ended up like Gandhi. Apparently that's my political compass. But yeah, streaming is quite fun. It's a lot more relaxing. It's more of this style kind of thing, like me just chatting, doing whatever. And I quite enjoy it that way. Like I did used to host multiplayer Hearts of Iron 4 characters. Oh, sorry, I'm more like Mandela than Gandhi. Yeah, I've just looked. I used to host Hearts of Iron 4 multiplayer games twice a week. Don't do that anymore. I stopped doing that, I think. Oh, when did I stop doing that? It's quite a while ago now. And then the stream almost died. Actually, it must be almost 2 years ago I stopped doing those. But now we've got a great community over there. I think that I have a lot of fun over on Twitch. So if you do want to watch my streams, do go and follow me. I stream usually Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. This month is obviously a bit all over the place. I usually stream those days starting from around 5 PM GMT, British time. I'll let you do a world clock if you're interested. But yeah, I've still got quite a lot of this coffee to go. So you'll notice, can I zoom? Can I zoom with this? Nope, didn't have that set up. God. Actually, I can just stand up and go and grab things, can't I? Yeah, that's what I'll do. Wow. This is getting action-packed, isn't it? I'm even standing up. So here we have my 100,000 subscriber plaque. Ooh! I brought this from England with me. It's like one of the only things I brought with me. This little tank is something that my girlfriend made for me for my 30th birthday. And there's even, ignore the googly eyes, they're not meant to be on there, but she made a, I declare happy 30th birthday, and it's me modelled. And then obviously there's the tank. So incredibly talented person I'm dating. I can't do these things. Then, what else can I show you? Maybe my Pokemon collection? No, like before, just before. So I picked an awful time to start collecting Pokemon again. I got the nostalgia factor just before Logan Paul did. So I decided to start building up my collection again. And I actually had, so a few years ago, back in 2013, 2014, I bought a base set booster box for a few £100s. I opened some of the packs, sold some of the packs, and then kept some of them unopened. This year I opened them all, which is unfortunate because they now sell, I think I bought them for like £20 a pack. They now sell for between £600 and £800 a pack, so it wasn't the wisest financial decision. But I'm building like a base set thing, so I don't have any of the holographics in here. I've sent some off to be graded with a company called PSA. So that's like my only kind of graded base set Pokemon. I did actually pull a Charizard out of one of those booster packs. But yeah, so I have a complete collection of the base set. It's all this is the non-holo collection. And a lot of them, if you don't know, there are different print runs. And the print run in the UK says 1999 to 2000. Whereas a normal print run will say 1999. So a lot of my cards are fourth print, which, although that means like their base set, it was the last print run of the base set, it means they're kind of rarer. Like they never sold these in North America, that I'm aware of. So I had to buy some of these, but these are all pretty much in gem mint condition. Then we have just some Team Rocket. Like my aim now is to buy all of the holos that I don't have. So I've got like 5 or 6 with PSA, and then I'm going to slowly build up the collection. Probably like just getting like PSA 9s of these, I think. Then I might go and... I'm only really interested in Wizards of the Coast stuff. But yeah, if I can show you a condition. Let's show you a base set Pikachu. Fat Boy Pikachu. So there we go. And then if I flip it, like this is a 20-year-old card and it's in perfect condition. As maybe a tiny little nick. The centering is a bit meh, but yeah, that's a fourth print. That's like the last print Pikachu with the base set. There we go. That's my Pokemons. I also have a few other sets from XY Evolutions, which is the reprint of the base set, which they did in 2016, and then also a set called Hidden Fates I really like. It's mainly the rarity of Hidden Fates, because there's 2 subsets. You've got the normal Hidden Fates set, and then you've got the Shining Vaults. And Shining Vaults, you're not guaranteed one in every booster pack. Oh my god, this is a 31-year-old talking about Pokemon in depth. Sorry. So yeah, the Shining Vaults, some of those are several $100s a card. Again, I've got my really good condition ones away with PS. I sent like 50 cards off to get graded, so I'll just have to wait next year, get them back at some point. I'm also going to be upgrading the PC that I'm recording on, so I'm going to be buying a completely new system. This one I've got in Canada is 5 years old now, so it's got like a 980 Ti, an old i7, so it still works, but it's not ideal really. What else can I update you on? There's been less videos this month, by design. I am completely tapped out for creativity this year, pretty much. There'll be the occasional few hours that I find I'm like on it, but when I'm not feeling creative and I'm not feeling happy, it makes it very difficult to entertain, which I know is my job. but forcing yourself to create content when you're not happy results in content that is not great. So if you've been thinking to yourself, well, he starts off enthusiastic at the start of the video, but by the end, why is he cutting off a Hearts of Iron scenario? It's mainly because after 3 hours of playing the game, I get bored of it. I'd like to try and transition to either doing perhaps mini-series of Hearts of Iron, so I can just play for like an hour and a half a day, and then switch it into a series. And diversifying more just from Paradox games. Whether or not that happens, I know I'm still in an incredibly privileged position, and the fact that I get to create content full time is a dream come true. I've just lost... Well, I just struggle with my mental health, so I'm just dealing with anxieties and depression. I didn't realise that my OCD was more than just quirks. I've always just thought it was a few quirks, but it's been highlighted to me that my OCD is worse than I had thought. So, working on that too. That's an annoying one. But let's see, what kind of content would I be excited about? What's coming out? Oh, there's the new medieval mod update for Attila. That should be good fun. Mods for Bannerlord, maybe? I would like a Steam Workshop for Bannerlord. That would be really nice. There's got to be some games coming out that I can be excited for. I do plan on bringing my second channel back. That will be next year, I would imagine, at this point. It's tempting, actually, to keep everything on my main channel, but because of how the algorithm works, I might be better off just doing a new, like, revived Atomic Nerd channel. Should I just buy like 100 of these from the distributor and then sell them all to you? Would anyone want a Chonka mug if you're even watching at this point? I know most of you won't be. And that's okay. I'm not expecting many people to stick around just listening to Quarantine Alex rambling on and on and on. Oh, I did really enjoy doing my Fallout New Vegas playthrough on Twitch. I did a 0 death run. However, I got to the last 10 minutes and died, so I just ignored that one and just finished the game. I didn't really fancy going all the way back and starting again. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I'll do that again in 2021. I will probably be doing a full playthrough of the Mass Effect remastered trilogy that's going to be coming out, so I'll do that on the old Twitch too. In fact, I might concentrate on streaming a bit more next year. Really give that more of a push, because it's quite... I get a lot of anxiety in thinking about going live, but then as soon as I do go live, I usually really enjoy it. Often enjoy it more than recording a video. So maybe I should focus on that. It just doesn't provide the same amount of income as YouTube does. And I don't know that it ever will for me. But it is tempting if I put more effort into it. Oh, my alarm's going off. Don't need to worry about that. I've been awake for hours. I think that's it. Do I have... Oh! The developers of the Risk Global Domination actually gave me an account which gives me access to all the maps. So if you want to see more Risk videos with my friends and I can try and persuade them. Oh, I think some of the highlights for me, the best gaming moments that I have had all of this year, was taking part in a lot of the Jingle Jam streams. The Jingle Jam, if you don't know, I'm in the Yogs. I'm a member of the Yogs cast. Just one of the kind of supporting members, from afar. But I try and take part in the Jingle Jam as much as I can because I think it's a fantastic cause. Like, over the course of 10 years, they've raised over $20 million for charity, which is an incredible achievement. So some of the best gaming moments I had this year were probably doing those kind of streams, whether it was the Open TTD, I did the Civ stream. In fact, I'll probably join the Armchair Admirals as much as I can in 2021. They stream every Monday from 2 to 8 p.m. British time over on twitch.tv/yogscast, usually doing strategy games. There's usually lots of arguing. It's quite good fun. Spiffing Brits in it too, if you're a fan of the spiff. Yeah, good times really. I am quite hopeful for 2021. Hopefully it won't be as bad as 2020. That would take quite a lot of topping, wouldn't it? But expect to see this whole thing change. I held off on doing it at the start of the year when I was in this room because I couldn't really expense anything. But now the company is all set up. I can legally work for the company. I can legally pay myself. I can legally expense things. Hence why I've started buying all of the furniture. Because I'm using my girlfriend's old desk, which isn't great. And I also stole her computer chair. So she has nothing to sit on now, apart from a stool. Oh. Well, the coffee's coming towards an end. But I thought it'd be nice just to do this. Me, you, almost on a date. Not really. Because I wouldn't wear this attire on a date. Or should I? Would my girlfriend appreciate me in a dressing gown and a Santa hat? And nothing else? But yeah, thank you for all of your continued support. For anyone that's got to this point, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. I never thought I'd be in this position where I can just create content for a living. It's quite a weird situation to be in. I've been doing it full time now for over 3 years, and I initially gave myself 1 year to see how it went, and I've managed to do it for 3. So I think that's a pretty good achievement because, all channels, most of the time, there are always exceptions to the rules, but most channels will kind of like have that slow increase. Then, if you're lucky, like mine, it had like a whap. Then it settles off, and you're like, oh. Then you start working harder, even though your views are dipping, and you're like, oh. And then they dip even more, but then you have like another little boost, and you're like, oh wow. And then it just goes down further, and then it's a roller coaster of anxiety and stress. Because obviously your viewership determines how much money you make. So more views, more money. Views mean money. Unless you use AdBlock. Then I don't get any money. Unless you obviously use YouTube Premium, or maybe you're on my Patreon. Patreon, I'm sorry if any of you are watching this. I haven't taken good care of it. I'm sorry. Thank you for still deeming me worthy of giving me money every month. It's like a monthly subscription to this. But yeah, we'll have to see what's in store for 2021. Obviously, if you've got any ideas that you think might be fun videos, I will say it now, I probably won't do them. Because what you think is a good idea might not work for the channel. But I am always open to hearing people's ideas. So, and occasionally, you've come up with a cracking good idea, some of you. So, keep suggesting them in the comments. I will hopefully slowly ramp up content this week going forward. And I think that's it. I need to stop talking now. My coffee needs to hit. It's not hit me yet. Oh. Come on, Chonka. Get in my belly. But yes, thank you for sticking with me throughout the years. I know there might be some of you that have been watching me since like 2013? That would be unlikely if you're here for 7 years. But if you are, thank you. Anyone that watches contributes to changing my life, and has changed my life. As much as I might complain about various like analytics or views and stuff like that, just know that I am extremely appreciative of everyone that does watch my videos. You're letting me live the dream, pretty much. So thank you. This is going to be coffee time with Rambler in quarantine. Done. If you would like another one of these, of course I can waffle on even more. I will, if you want it. Yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll be back with regular scheduled content very soon. Toodaloo. Many thanks to Onion Duck, Seth Cutter Stovic, Maximilian Foreman, Wyatt Green, Zachariah Mosby, Brandon Preston, Tad House, Vash, Warren P. George, Valhalla Halls, Yeah Boy, Jack Troshu, Jiggly Crotch, Use Beef, and Logan Whaley for being ridiculous Rambler supporters on Patreon, and many thanks to all the other patrons too!